Hi yogis, I'm Nicole. Thanks for joining me today. Welcome to my yoga time. Today I have a short yoga snack for you, a fairly gentle class, a few splashes of core in there to help fire up your determination for the day. And the one thing that I ask for you is that you're mindful throughout the postures of your breath. So as soon as we arrive into the pose, bring your awareness back to your breath, always looking for the inhalation to expand the body from the inside out, and the exhalation softening and surrendering into the pose. So no props needed for this practice. We're going to start seated. When you're ready, come to sit like I am, knees pointing forward, feet over to the left. Those knees are a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're going to take an easy twist over to the right to begin with, placing left hand on the right knee, and you might even like to feel a little downward pressure there. Maybe even push the foot into the thigh as well. And if you can, taking the gaze as far as is comfortable, looking for the ear. Let's gently place the tip of your tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Try to keep the tongue in this position for the entire class. By deepening the breath, deepen the twist. Find a little pause before you exhale each and every time. Let's return to the front. Take your left leg out on a 45-degree angle, sole of the right foot to meet the thigh. A little bit of resistance there just to help with your foundation. Side bend over to the left. So no need to overstrain. Looking down. If this right shoulder is not happy, take the hand to the low back instead. You can allow the lower back to round a little here as well. If your hand is close to the foot, we'll keep the palm facing down. I want you to push the web of the thumb into the top of the foot and pull the foot back into the hand. So you're creating a little lock, a little bandha. Keep the jaw relaxed. Breathe into the right side waist. Next inhalation, lifting up. Take the right hand behind you. Let's lift those hips, send them forward. Next exhalation, lower down. So just move your right foot forward a little and then cross your left leg in front. So we want the feet to be in line with the knees. Don't cross at the ankles. Take the feet a little bit wider. Now, of course, if you find that your knees are sitting up quite high here, you can always elevate the hips, sit up on a pillow or a yoga block. Keeping a little flexion in the feet and feel as though you're sending the right foot to the left, left foot to the right. Option 1 is staying upright. Option 2, fold forward. Allow the back to round. Breathe into the back, into the hips. Let's walk the hands back. A little bit of core here. Bring the hands to prayer, leaning back, picking up the feet for your boat pose. Now, if this is too strong, 1 foot at a time is good. You can alternate very slowly. Option to keep the palms pressing, draw the shoulders down, or you can release the hands, palms facing up. Feel free to connect index finger and thumbs for Chin Mudra. Keep the jaw relaxed. And let's lower those feet down. Taking both feet over to the right side now, getting ready for our easy twist. So right hand to the left knee, twisting to the left, looking over the shoulder. And you might even like to gently press down here through that right hand, but don't overstrain. Even a little bit of pressure between the sole of the foot and the thigh to create another bandha. But again, don't overstrain. Find a softness in your strength. Gently deepen the breath. Let's return to the front. Take the right leg out to the side. Gentle, easy side bend, no strain. Begin to breathe into the left side waist. As soon as you arrive in the pose, bring your awareness back to your breath. And let's inhale to come up. Send those hips forward, little back bend. And let's lower down as we exhale, taking that cross-legged position now, just moving the left foot out just a little, cross right leg in front. Again, we're crossing at the calf muscles and we want the feet in line with the knees. So we're not just crossing at the ankles. So we're sending right foot to the left foot to the right. Option 1, staying upright. Option 2, folding forward. By maintaining that dorsal flexion through the feet and sending them gently in the opposite direction, will create a little more stability around the hips. Breathe into the back. And when you're ready, walk those hands back, coming all the way up. Let's move over onto all fours now, onto hands and knees. Keeping those hips up nice and high, puppy pose, but this puppy pose will be a little more active through the shoulders, so keep the palms lifted, elbows lifted, just fingertips on the floor and the forehead. Gently press into the pads of the fingers and draw the shoulders up towards the hips. Breathe into the upper body. Well done, yogis. Lower down onto those forearms now, moving into a forearm plank. So if you need to lighten this pose, you can alternate with one knee down, otherwise lifting up both knees, a little tuck of the tailbone, and gently round the upper back. So little splashes of core in our practice today help ignite your determination. Option 1, stay as you are. Option 2, step those feet in, dolphin pose. Feel as though you're sending your armpits towards your thighs. Let's step those feet back, return to forearm plank, and then you can lower all the way down onto the mat, coming into your Sphinx pose. Feel free to take the feet a little bit wider if the lower back is under any pressure. Gently draw those elbows back as you send the heart forward. And let's release, hands under shoulders, pressing back up onto all fours, moving into your downward facing dog. Around the back, then lift the hips up and back. Let's inhale, right leg up. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, lift the hip, bend the knee, look under the armpit. So you're stacking the right hip on top of the left. Flexing the right foot as though you're kicking something away. Inhale. Straightening the leg, looking forward, step through. Low lunge, bring the left knee down to the mat, lifting the arms up. Little tone here in the left buttock. Feel as though you're drawing that knee forward. And hands down, hips back, pyramid pose, sorry, half pyramid pose. So feel free to stay upright, otherwise you can uncurl those toes, sit back onto the heel, allow the back to round, stay high up on those fingertips. Gently drag this right heel back. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. One more breath. Coming forward, lifting up the back knee, high lunge with a twist. Lift the right arm up. Press the left hand into the floor, strong and straight in your left leg. Evenly pressing into both feet. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down, step it back. Downward facing dog. Changing sides straight away, left leg up. Option to open out the hip, bend the knee, look under your armpit. Straightening the leg, square the hips, step it through. Low lunge. Ever so slightly turn the pinky fingers in. Draw the shoulders down, lift the chin, move the throat forward. Breathe. And half pyramid pose, hands down, hips back. Feel here that you're drawing that heel back a little. Option to stay there or uncurl those back toes, sit back. Breathe into the left leg. And let's come forward now into our lunge, lifting up the back knee, moving into a twist. Feel free to turn the right shoulder in a little towards that left knee to help deepen the twist in the upper back. Only looking up if the neck permits, otherwise looking down. Let's support the head by slightly tucking the chin and moving the neck back ever so slightly. Well done, yogis. Lower left hand down. Let's step back into our last downward facing dog. Feel free to turn the head from side to side. When you're ready, ripple forward into plank, rounding upper back. Option to lower knees to the mat, or you can chaturanga all the way down, elbows into the ribs. When you touch down, take the hands out in front. Again, lift elbows and palms. Gently draw the fingers back towards the hips. And in your own time, release, roll over onto your back. Once on your back, let's cactus arms, lifting up those feet, and just begin to trace little figure of eights through the knees. Feeling the lower back and the hips roll against the mat. You can stay with that motion, or feel free to hug the knees into the chest. Or you might even like to take a happy baby pose, holding onto the outside edges of the feet, stacking the ankles above the knees. If this isn't comfortable for you, just hold onto those knees instead. If you do have the feet, a little bit of resistance between hands and feet. Take as long as you like there in your own time. Let's come down into Shavasana. Taking up as much space on the mat as is comfortable. Tucking those shoulders under. Option to connect index finger and thumbs for Chin Mudra. Relax the forehead, the tongue and jaw. And taking a moment to just be. Let's inhale a little deeper now, preparing to return to your day. Feel the breath touch the nostrils. The sounds around you meeting your ears. Follow any urges to wiggle toes and fingers or to swallow if the mouth is dry. Maybe stretch as though you just woke up. Thank you for practicing with me today, yogis. I hope that short yoga snack was a good reset for you. Wishing you a lovely day.